Probably gonna be another short video, but I made a promise, so I gotta keep recording until this catches traction, I guess. I wanted to talk about how the more like the further you feel like you're getting away from something, the more you chase it and shit, right? I've noticed that the more somebody wants something, like the wrong thing to do is to chase it and continue to like put it over everything because that moment it flees away from you further and further every day. I'm not saying don't work on it. What I'm saying is when you make it your whole life, that's when it becomes a problem to the point where like you lose track of everything else. So in chasing that one thing only, you somehow lose way more than you gain. It could be money, it could be anything. Like my first video on the channel, I know I said I want to be rich by any means, but I realized if I just keep only chasing money, it's gonna it's gonna block something, bro. Cause when I have it now, I think I'm gonna lose a lot, like my flame, my reason for doing it. I think, which is why I feel like people should be more prone to be more prone to doing things that they love to get money. Or if it doesn't do get money, then you shouldn't really care. Cause the more you want something, the more you're gonna feel like you want to chase it. But that's the wrong way to go about it, right? I feel like fuck feelings, right? I know for a fact that when you want something for real, it's gonna come to you because you're gonna work towards that thing. But the moment you make that thing your everything, you make that one thing revolve. You revolve around that one thing and not the other way around. It starts to eat you away. There was a quote. Uh, I heard it says it was somebody. It was Floyd Mayweather. It was on TikTok. He said, "Money don't make me. I make money." Right. It's essentially saying money doesn't define them as a person, right? Because as a person, once you reach that the peak of wherever you want to be in life, there are a lot of people who just get lazy. I feel like look at rappers for example. After they make it, a lot of them just stop making good music. I don't know if that's a correlation, but a lot of them just stop making good music or um like celebrities for example. They get somewhere and they just start doing the weirdest stuff, right? They start I don't even get it. Y'all see the examples we got today. And it's like if your whole purpose was to be better than you were yesterday, then then why are you stopping or like trying to why are you stopping or like trying to go back down in a spiral, right? Because you've made it. After that, I feel like once you've made it where you want to be, you should set new goals for yourself, right? And every day you should keep climbing and becoming better as a person. If if somebody just plainly just has a goal in mind, but that goal is for a reason that doesn't suffice your soul or your spirit, you're gonna end up just dying, right? I've been thinking that the more you want to do something, it becomes it becomes second nature to you, right? If you actually like it, drawing for example, if you like to draw, you're gonna draw every day, right? You're gonna love it. Or sometimes you're gonna feel tired, but everybody has those days, right? There's gonna be some days you're gonna reach a wall that you don't want to reach, or a wall that's gonna stop you from that's gonna try and it's gonna challenge you to hitting the next goal. I feel like the more you the more you work towards being who you want to be, the more you're gonna be the more you're gonna shape yourself out to be that person. But the more you make that thing or you chase that thing to the point where it's like it's your life, it's above everything else, it becomes a problem. You start chasing, let's just say girls for example, right? If you don't have the greatest love with girls, and then you start chasing them, it's not gonna be good for you. And the reason you're starting to grind is because of girls. You're not gonna make it out there, bro. You might. A lot of people do, but they eventually just crash, right? Or money, for example. If you're building money, right, and you get to the millionaire status, and you want to be the next billionaire, and you keep going. You want you get to 10 million, then you want 50 million. Get to 50, you want 100. You get 100, you want 200, so on and so forth. There's gonna be a point where like that money takes over you to the point where like you're gonna be so engulfed in the desire to only get that one thing that you're willing to do anything and even sacrifice your morality for it. I feel like humans in general they're just humans only. They're the only animals who have that drive, right? That that kind of grit. It's not really grit, it's obsession. You see animals like when for survival, for example, if an animal can't catch its prey, it goes hungry. But that specific, let's just say a cheetah chasing a gazelle, that gazelle gets away. The cheetah doesn't chase that gazelle forever, does it? It doesn't fixate on that singular gazelle because it still has to survive. There's other things in the wild that it has to get. Right? The more you, the more you fixate on one thing in your life, the more you obsess over one thing, the more you're gonna get broken down by that thing, right? Which is why I feel like people should take breaks, right? You shouldn't fixate, you shouldn't obsess over everything. You shouldn't you shouldn't push yourself beyond what you can handle. Well, you should okay, you should, but not to the extent where like if you're feeling like you're about to pass out, but you value that thing over your health, that's when you should probably stop. Like not stop completely, but like take a break. Right? Excuse me, bro. I think I'm sick, bro. What I'm saying is what I'm trying to say is slow down sometimes for me. A lot of times you're chasing one thing, you forget because when you're running, there's a blur. Everything's blurry, especially if you're fast. You miss everything around you. You only focus on that one thing. There's nothing wrong with that inherently, but the moment the moment you fixate or just like you feel like that thing is your life or like you put it above everything else. I feel like that's that's when it traps you. That's when you start slowing down, but you don't even realize it. You think you're moving fast, but that's only because there's no one around you to pick it around you to tell you you're actually moving backwards. For me, you're confused, you're dazed. I don't know what's wrong with my voice, bro. Um, I think that's it for today, bro. Got a cold. Yeah, might cut this out the video. I ain't gonna lie. Um, gotta figure out an outro and an intro for this channel. Subscribe and like, I guess, if you want to. I'm gonna get there regardless. Have a good day.